Dear Melissa, I'm a UI UX designer at a SaaS startup that's rebuilding our product after outgrowing our no-code version. The rebuild, led by a team of 7 engineers, is expected to take over a year, and significant scope is being cut to manage the timeline. Our CTO is considering hiring a product manager to streamline the process, but after listening to a podcast, I'm wondering if we actually need a platform product manager to help define the core elements of the rebuild. Is that the right approach, and how should I present this to our CTO?
So you are correct. In this case, since you are rebuilding a platform, you're going to want to look for somebody who has experiences on platform product management. Now, this is still going to be a product manager. This is not a technical person. This is not an engineer. This is a person who's a commensurate product manager but has experience leading strategies for platform. And when you're thinking about rebuilding a platform, there's a lot of choices that you can make here. It's not just about doing a one-for-one analysis of what we had on the old one versus a new one. We also have to look at our entire product strategy and decide, are there any products we need to kill? Are there any things that need to be condensed? Let's say if we have multiple services or multiple components going around, you're going to want to really look at that strategy and then look at your product as an audit and figure out how do we take slices of that to put onto the new platform. Usually when we're rebuilding a platform as well, you're going to want to start to move some stuff onto the new platform, and you'll probably still have stuff on the old platform. Figuring out that structure and what's important to move onto the new stuff versus keeping on the old stuff is very important. So there's a lot of trade-offs in there too. And it's not just a technical trade-off situation, it's a commercial trade-off situation. When you're trying to get people to migrate onto something new, especially if that's involved, there's an art to asking them to do something for you. So you want to make sure that you're delivering enough value to get them to migrate. So that's why you need a product manager there, but it's good to have somebody who has dealt with platforms before and can start to think around the structure and work with the architects on that to scope out what's the best first release for that platform. How do we combine it back to the commercial landscape of it? So this person wouldn't really be reporting into a CTO, they're going to be reporting into a CPO. So you really want to align this person underneath the head of product. The head of product should be looking at your entire strategy and your entire product and saying, what do we kill? What do we keep? What's the most important things? How are we thinking about the future? And then this person is going to manifest that through the build. So I hope that helps. Definitely look for somebody who has experience rebuilding platforms here. There are a lot of product managers out there. I would make that pitch that this person is going to come in and make sure that you're building and prioritizing the rebuild correctly so that you can get it out to market faster. And you're not building a lot of things that are not going to be needed. I've worked on a lot of platform rebuilds where we built a lot of things that were not needed because it didn't work strategically and we didn't take the time to go back and say, hey, is this really necessary? Is this going to help? Where do we scope this out? How do we think about what we keep and what we lose? So don't focus on building it one for one, really focus on where the value is going to be driven and rethink the concept of what that platform is.